go, gentlemen. Are you ready?
John McCarthy, third man in the octagon.
Let's get it on!
I think you're right, Tank. I think a stand-up fighter is really going to have a tough time, and Ferrozzo, to his credit, is going to sit back a little bit and wait.
Whoa, into the octagon fence goes Mullen.
And he's using his size now. He's trying to smother Mullen up against the fence.
I think it's pretty much on it right there. He doesn't need to work down submission. Back up and drop some bombs right there.
There is the huge weight advantage of Ferrozzo.
He's too close right now to hit somebody with effective power. He needs to back off, get some room, and drop some bombs. But it looks like he's working for some submission right there with the
potential choke there.
Right, guillotine type thing. Now this creates his space. He's salt and peppering him right now with some shots with his right.
Little uppercut landed by Ferrozzo. Mullen is fortunate that he didn't go head first right into the octagon fence when he went backward.
Yeah, Ferrozzo now is definitely looking for the choke. And the best way to really put a choke on is to put it on loosely and then he's tight.
There he is. He's creating some space. Now start popping. Pop, baby, pop. There you go.
Big uppercut.
There he is.
Ferrozzo.
All he's got to do up against the fence is either take the big man down or there he goes. Let's see what happens. He's got to get off the fence with a big man leaning against him like that.
Certainly does. Mullen needs to move.
Well, I think I've been in that position before.
This looks reminiscent, but you were the one driving Ferrozzo.
That's right. I knew how to survive. I didn't go to the hospital.
Somewhat surprising that Mullen, a kickboxer, chose to use the footwear.
Well, he wanted to stay on his feet. You can kick all you want with a shoe on, the specific shoe. There's only one shoe you're allowed to wear. And if you're going to keep the fight on your feet, you can go ahead and kick that way.
It doesn't look as Ferrozzo. It's too effective with the choke.
Not yet.
Not yet. There's the knee. He's loosening him up. The man needs to get away from the fence. He doesn't have the power to play with a big man like that right there.
Yeah, certainly he's not going to get away from the fence with that much weight sitting in front of him, particularly with his legs split.
I agree with you, but he could scoot out to the left.
He should try. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and take punishment.
I don't know. That's kind of fun to feel.
I'm certainly not the one in the octagon, and I haven't been in the octagon.
Either one of us are there, and you know what? These men are going to war.
And a knee by Ferrozzo to the face of Mullen.
It's still, these punches are not effective. They're too close range. They're not coming from the other side of the ring where they can really do some damage. They're smothered, if you will.
The octagon is 32 feet across, but right now it could be 3 feet across.
That's the best kind of octagon. Phone move.
Mullen is doing a very good job of defending himself against a much bigger body who has experience.
It's reminiscent of Grammy and Johnson. Get up now, back out.
Yeah, he should have been getting up right there.
I don't know if he's got the eye of the tiger right now.
Well, he doesn't have the ground skills. He's on the ground right now, so he really doesn't understand or have the skill to be able to just, as a wrestler, would be able to scoot to the side, turn the hip down, and get yourself up.
We're looking at Ferrozzo, a pit fighter, trying to employ a choke, and I don't know how deft he is at that, Tank.
It's more like a headlock. He's trying to knock him down where he can get himself on top of him in a mount. That's what ideally Ferrozzo wants.
I'll tell you what I'm captivated by is that new tattoo. Get up, son. Get up. There you are. Suck that knee up. Now get your feet behind you and come to your feet.
Not a good defensive posture here.
Now come up. Pull yourself up.
Actually, I think it's a good defensive posture. He's not getting hit really with any of those shots, but he's not getting them.
There he goes. I agree with Jeff.
He finally made it wait.
Now come outside.
And this is where Ferrozzo in the past has used his knees effectively.
I think Mullen's about to go down again.
Oh, down goes Mullen.
this is what Ferrozzo wanted all along, was to try to get to a guard where he can sit up, mount, and then have those effective punches come down on his opponent.
Well, this demonstrates how somebody that can basically fight on their feet can do a lazy guard and protect themselves. But
defense helped. It kept them upright.
sure.
Ferrozzo showed a little bit of athleticism there.
That's a nice straight double-leg takedown, wrestling all the way, and just dumped his opponent down.
That's absolutely right. I mean, he's in there doing his thing, and
Doing it effectively.
what can you say?
Doing it effectively.
He's almost done, Scott. Go, not even punch.
Becky Levi in the corner. Ferrozzo shouting out instructions.
I want to fight Becky Levi.
Well, maybe we can arrange it.
Well, late night, maybe in a bedroom. I'm just teasing with you guys.
Well, let's see here. We got Ferrozzo on top, definitely trying to work, and Becky was yelling for him to set up just one effective punch. And there it was. He used his left hand. And that's somewhat what you have to do, is get the opponent to think one way, and then you go the other and pull anticipation. And that's what setting up is. That's what faking out is. Ferrozzo needs to do a little bit more of that, and I'd give Mullen a lot of credit here.
He has survived longer than I thought he would, and I'll tell you, either that is credit to him, or that's just something about Ferrozzo not being able to really drop some bombs on some people.
And Mullen this time fighting back from the ground, trying to land a couple of blows. But it's not fun with the weight advantage now over 100 pounds.
This is Ferrozzo's strength. But we saw Ferrozzo lose to Bolander down in Puerto Rico. A masterful strategy by Bolander to hang on, move around, and eventually choke out the big man. And it looks like Ferrozzo's taking a break.
I'll tell you what, ignorance is bliss, and Bolander, just like Blandy, got lucky with Freddie and choked him out when ignorance was bliss. I don't think it ever happened again. And the big man's doing his thing. I hope he's pacing himself and doing all right. He looks all right. We can't really say anything bad about him. He's not finishing people, but he's definitely dominating.
And he's working.
He's certainly working. He's certainly trying. He's certainly trying to set up his next strike. But Mullen doing a great job of trying to keep his arms up, keep the guard so that Ferrozzo can't pass it and have a clean shot at him.
7+ minutes
But there's
in.
only so much you can do from the bottom, and if you're a stand-up fighter, you don't have any of those submission skills to catch Ferrozzo off guard with a choke, arm lock, or leg lock, and really that's going to spell trouble for Mullen in the end. He can't score from here.
You have to say one thing about the guard. I mean, you got a stand-up fighter that can learn it in probably 2 weeks to protect himself.
It's one thing to protect yourself, it's quite another to be able to
Back to corner. Get back up
It
here.
looks like something's happening.
McCarthy wants to have Mullen looked at first. He wants to have Mullen looked at.
Turn around, look at
And
me.
then a decision will be
Give me the
rendered
towel.
by Leon Tabbs and Dr. Richard Istrico, and they will decide if he will continue. If he
look at
does,
the
it will be from a starting position, a standing position. But that left eye has taken a bit of a beating.
Got a bit of swelling around it.
Not the Ultimate
I'll tell
Fighting
you one thing,
Championship.
I'm
All right,
getting
but where you
turned
live?
on by
Valley,
Ferrozzo.
California.
Good man. Your brother's here, right?
You
Look
are.
at my nose. You look at my nose
He's
right
all
now.
breathing, he's
You
bent
see the other
over.
eye. Open up, both of them. Open both of
He's
them.
my kind of guy.
So being checked out now
Look at the
is
light. Look at the
Mullen
light.
by
Look at the
Dr.
light.
Bernie
Look at the light.
Kennitz. He
Look at the
along
light.
with
Okay,
his
it's coming
wife,
right at you. Keep your eyes
Tracy
right on
Barnett
it.
Kennitz, two of the
Okay, good.
local physicians here in Dothan, working with Dr. Richard Istrico, the chief medical advisor.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you got to get busy.
And I believe they are going to let Mullen continue. McCarthy wants him to work.
All right. Now, I like that. That's good. Let's see some love. Get out and beat on each other.
So we're about 7:45 in.
We're in the bedroom. It's Friday. Let's see some rough love.
Let's get it on.
A restart with 4+ minutes left in regulation of this heavyweight tournament semifinal bout between Jim Mullen and Scott
Nice
Ferrozzo.
punching. Don't run, son. Here he is. He's trapped in the corner again.
Just
Got
Ferrozzo.
Ferrozzo.
That's it.
Ferrozzo dropped some bombs on him. He
That's it,
looked
baby.
sharp right there.
That's it. You stay right
He's
there. You're
tired. He had
fine.
one last
Stay
shot
right there.
at it.
Good
He
man.
couldn't get it done, and that
Good
ended
man.
it.
Once
You
stay right
can't
there.
turn your back to
Stay right
Ferrozzo in
there.
that
Okay, I want you to
position.
sit there.
That's
Okay?
true, Bruce.
Thank you for the confirmation. Mullen appears to be
Although,
okay.
if he wanted to turn his back on
Mullins is okay. He's just going to stay there, wait for the doctor, and check out that eye.
absolutely. Mullins is not hurt. Doctor goes in there, checks